How you doing, everyone? What's going on? Hi, Good Eats. What's going on? Thank you for being here. How you doing, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Hope you guys doing wonderful. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you guys feeling blessed. I hope you guys wake up this morning feeling good. I hope you guys feeling healthy. I hope everything is working good for you guys. All right. So what's going on? Yes, 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 yes. All right. You guys just give me a few minutes and let's get rolling. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about building yourself. Let's start about from the foundation, how you should, whether you're doing a business, whether whatever you're doing, you building a house, you building your garden, your life, whatever you building, you should make sure you start from a solid foundation because you do not want to build anything and then the foundation starts slipping away. And this could be business, all these type of things. This could be because if you build in a house and the foundation you do right, the house could fall apart. If you build in a business and you will set up your business right, your business could fall apart. So your foundation is very important. Oh, yes, your foundation is very important. Even in life, even in life itself, growing up, being getting mature, being elders, being teenagers, grown ups, being grown ups, your life journey, everything you do, you should always try because you're not perfect, but you must always try to have a solid foundation in whatever you're building. You're growing in a group, make sure you guys trying to build something, make sure the foundation is solid. Because once the foundation is not solid, things gonna start falling apart. Whatever you do, make sure you do it right and do it correct. Because you want whatever you're doing to grow. Just like you're in your garden, you planting food for long term. So if you planting food for the long term, you make sure you build your soil the right way. You make sure you try to grow a healthy soil in whatever you're doing. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna hold a minute and we gonna get going. All right. You know, sometimes we try to do a lot of things, and we honestly trying to do it to better ourselves. You know, you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. We have to have this. Yes, yes, yes. It's very important. It's very important. Thank you for that, Good Eat Homestead. Yes, so sometimes in life, we try to do things right. We try to, with good intention, we try to do things with good intention. But sometimes because we don't have the right people around us, and that could cause us whatever we're trying to do to collapse. Because many times people do not have your best interests. Lots of time people don't have your best interest. So a lot of times we start something and we collapse. It collapsed because we did not do what we're supposed to do to make sure that this is set on a solid foundation, on solid ground. Don't build your business on a sandy foundation. Try to build your business on solid ground, rocks, where solid ground stone is there, that it wouldn't sink. It's very important. This is why we fail so many times, because the fund we rush. Sometimes we rush it, and because we rush it, the foundation was never set in the first place. You cannot build nothing without a solid foundation, a foundation that in place, that's solid, that's set, that you could start to walk on. Many times we rush into things and try to do it the quick way, the quick and fast way. And then when we realize, when we reach a distance now, we realize where we went wrong. Where we went wrong, we didn't set a solid foundation. We built it in basically in the air. We built it on sinking sand. So because we built it on sinking sand, the rain come, wash the sand away, and your whatever you do just collapse underground. I'm gonna tell you this, man. To hate someone is like a disease. If someone did do and sometimes we catch ourselves hating people and they never do anything wrong to you. People catching themselves hating people because of the way they look, because of the way they talk. You know, this is craziness. To hate people for these things and have this kind of energy within you just drying you down. You have this energy within you, drying you down, weighing you down, trying to hit others. Hey, Gina versus Gina, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, so we allow hatred to basically drain us. Hating people for no reason. Listen to me. If someone do something to me, I'm not even gonna hate them. I just know I'm not gonna deal with you again. But I'm not gonna allow you to bring me to that place where I have to hate you. That's too much energy. That's too much energy. That's too much time I got to spend hating you when I could move on with my life, move on into doing something else instead of keeping myself hating. Oh, I'm great. Hope you. Yes, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so hating people for these simple no reason don't make no sense. Because at the same time, you damaging yourself. The person is basically draining you. The person is winning. You know why the person is winning? Because you taking that energy out of yourself, building up so much hate for someone who never even do anything to you. So we got to, we got to look into these things. So it's a big difference if someone do something to you and you just can't, like they say, forgive. Yes, you can forgive. Yes, you can forgive. Nothing wrong with. I believe you should forgive, but I'm not saying you could try to forget, but sometimes it's hard to forget. But at the same time, even though you ain't forget, don't let that energy drag you down. Use that energy to build yourself, uplift yourself, think about something. Think about something you want to do. You that same energy you put into hatred, use it to uplift yourself. Use it and think about you want to start a business, or you might want to start something. You might want to go back to school if you want to go back to school. You might want to learn a trade if you want to learn a trade. So the energy we use into hatred and other things, use them to uplift yourself. Hey, Angela Garden Delights, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, always use your energy. Focus on, listen, we have two energy that we battle with, which is good and evil, and it's also positive and negative. So at the same time, we have to be able to, we have the ability to be in control and not allow them to control us. Sometimes we allow one to overpower us, and sometimes that really causes chaos. We got to be in control. We got to know when to apply them. We got to know when to apply them because there's good, there's evil, there's positive, there's negative. They all work hand in hand. But at the same time, you got to be in control of them so they don't overpower you and have you doing things because when it overpower you, it make you become weak. And when you become weak, now when anything come to your mind, you're ready to go without even thinking. You're ready to go and do stuff, even though it's not right. And then when you finish, do what you're doing, then you asking yourself, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, thank you, Gina versus Gina. Yes. Then when you finish, you ask yourself, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? You see, because a lot of times we did not think. We just do things without thinking. And that really, just look at it sometimes. You see a person do something and you say, my goodness, how could he do that? How could she do that? And at the same time, their mindset, where they wasn't thinking. Because sometimes if you're thinking, you're gonna understand that, damn, no, I can't do that. But sometimes we allow these energy to take us over. There's a lot of energy out there that take us over. Hey, Bessie and Johnny, how you doing? Thank you for being here. It's a lot of energy out there that could overtake us. A lot of energy. You have hatred, you have envious, you have, well, jealousy is the same thing. Hatred, many different ones does possess us sometimes. And then when they possess us, it's like it's just hard to get rid of. Because every little thing you see a person with, it's gonna bother you. And that could be uncomfortable. That could be very uncomfortable. Right? That could be very uncomfortable that everything a person do, it's bother you. Could you imagine the energy that taking from you and draining you? You see the neighbor come with a nice second car. You have your car. I'm telling you, this is happening. This is happening because guys is naturally, hello planter Angie. Hey, how you doing, Bessie and Johnny? What's going on? Urban H, G, Urban H. What is Urban H? Urban Harvest. What is that? Yes, so it's happening because I went on to work for people already and hear this conversation where the person you have your vehicle, you good, but because you see someone close to you come with you ready to put yourself in debts, to go and get a vehicle like that person. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Urban Harvest, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, so guys, we got to be more in control of ourselves and not allowing things to control us. Because there's a lot of energy out there could control us and make us do. It might sound crazy, make us do things. Okay, I understand. Okay. And make you do things, and then after you finish doing what you're doing and come back to yourself, you asking yourself, why did I do that? You ever try to make a business deal, like a business deal, and you never think it over? You never talk to anyone. Okay. Yeah, okay, all right, okay. Yes, it's for real. You ever try to do a business deal, or it might be a business deal, it might be something simple. Let's put it this way. And the person tell you about the deal, you never think about the deal, but it sounds so good that you never think it over. And you just decide, okay, yes, and you might even sign to it without even being conscious of what you're signing. And then after you sign, when you finish sign, it all come back to you. And put my own foot in my mouth and bite off both. Exactly. Yes, it happened. Yes, it definitely happened. You know, so you sign, you do your paperwork, you sign the deal without even thinking. And then after you finish sign the deal, Something, now you catch yourself now and you asking yourself, what the hell did I now do? How could I do that? Because now you're back to yourself. You're back to yourself now, so you're questioning how could you do something like that without even talking to anyone, without even consulting to anyone. You just sign without thinking. But after, now you start thinking. And it's the same thing. Understand that. All right, all right. And it's the same thing with a person who might do a crime sometimes. Sometimes they just, the thoughts come to them, the idea come to them, and they just go with it without even thinking. Sometimes when they realize what they do is after the law, the authority come and get them, and know their freedom gone. That's when they sit down and say, what the hell? Why did I do that? How did I do that? Why didn't I think? Because now you not catching back yourself. You back to yourself now. So you asking yourself now, my goodness, how did I do that? So yes, guys, there's a lot of energy out there. It might sound like, oh, that's not true. But there's a lot of power out there, energy that sometimes possess us. It might sound crazy, and we don't even realize it until after whatever had been done, and you realize the consequences. Now you start questioning, how the hell did I do something like that? This is for real, man. Hey, hi, Vinci Local. How are you doing? What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Yeah, so this is why a lot of times, guys, I do not judge people. I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I always try to give people a benefit of the doubt. Why? Because a lot of times, people, the state of mind where the person is at the time, make they think and do things they would never do if they was to their natural sense. They would not do it. Many times that happen. I'm not saying all the time. I'm just saying many times. But these are energies out there that possess us sometimes. So we got to be able to be in control of that. So when these thoughts come to us, we can say, hell no, I'm not doing that. You see what I'm saying? We can say, no, no, I'm not. You shut it out. From the time the thoughts appear, you shut it out. Nope, not doing that. You got to be in control. And it's the same, I'm trying to tie everything into the topic. You got to be in control if you want to do a business, whatever you're doing, if it's yours, you got to be in control. If you as a partner, you have to be in control as well. Never sit in the back seat when you are the one in control. You got to be the one up front. You got to be the one who making decision. When people talk to you, you listen. You got to be the one who making decision. Always do your research. Whatever business you want to do, make sure you do it with everything done right, correct. Start anything you do, make sure it's on solid ground. Meaning everything done right, correct. When come on business, I know we don't like fine print, but you better read your fine print. You better, if you don't like to read fine print, you better start reading fine print. Because you can lose everything by not reading properly. Because not every business supposed to come to you have your best interest. And what they will tell you, influences, definitely. That's it. What a business sponsor will tell you after they done get over you. You know what they will come to you and tell you? Well, it's nothing personal. It's just business. I know you guys hear this saying before. It's nothing personal, it's just business. This is how they operate. So this is why you have to make sure you cannot depend on anyone to do this for you. Even though you have a professional and they know how to get around things more than you, let them explain everything on that paper to you. If you pay them, let them explain everything on that paper for you. You see, let me tell you something. What I notice does go on a lot of time. What I notice goes on a lot of time, right? We give away our power. We give away our power to the person who walking for us. You walking for me, and I give you my power. We do that a lot of time. And this is why we fall so much. This is why so many times, so many of us try and never get nowhere because we put our business in the wrong hand. Your business is supposed to be in your hand. If you take in ideas from people, that's cool. But they got to bring their ideas and you take your ideas and you go home with it and you think about the idea. Never just quick. Them. Yes, yes. They're working for you. You're not working for them. You have to remember that. I'm paying you, you working for me. It's not the other way around. You're not paying me. I'm paying you, so you have to you working for me. So you're gonna listen to me, and I'm gonna listen to you. And while you're talking, I'll be writing down stuff. I'm not gonna be quick to give you answers. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna read through everything. I'm gonna sleep on it. If I wake up in the morning and I feel right about it, I still gonna think about it. You're not gonna rush me into nothing. And we do that too much because we allow, yes, because we allow them to be we allow them to switch on us. Where they put we in the where like we walking for them instead of they walking for us. You got to understand these things. They flip them on you, and you believe that you have no power when you don't want to have all the power. If you have a home, if you want to buy a piece of land, say for instance you want to buy a piece of land, right? You go to a real estate agent, and the next thing again, we allow them to switch it on us again. You see, we allow them to put us in where we allow them to switch it like we walking for them when it's them walking for we. If I want a piece of land and I come to you, you're gonna figure out, you're gonna look, are you gonna bring a listing for me? Or you're gonna send a listing for me that's available, right? And now I'm gonna choose which piece I like. But if you ain't smart enough to do your own research, you could get dropped. Okay? Because now, yes, because now we're gonna happen now, they play games. They play a lot of games. So they can tell you, all right, that piece of land you like, a certain amount of money for that property. And you supposed to look around in a mile radius, in a mile in the same neighborhood. You have a computer, you have a phone. Look within that area and see how much land is selling for. Yeah, and see how much land, so you have an idea of how much land is selling for in that neighborhood. So you know if they come and tell you, oh, the land is $20,000, but you see the same size land in the neighborhood is selling for 12,000, then you could say, well, no, because that's how they judge them within the mile. Then you say, no, I see someone selling a same size in the same neighborhood for 12. You see? So once they know that you understand, then they're gonna come to you now and start to make it seems like try to make it seem like no one convince you. You just stick to no. There's property right here selling for the same price, and it's the same way around if you selling. If, for instance, you selling a property, sometimes these people have friends that they wanna that want the property, or they themselves might want the property to get as an investment. So what they're gonna do? Yes, definitely do your own research. So what they're gonna do? Your property value 500,000. What they're gonna tell you? They might tell you your property only value 300,000. You see what I'm saying? No, if you know how to do your research now, and you do the same thing I now tell you within the land area, you see how much property selling. If the house is a 3 bedroom, a 4 bedroom, you look around. And if you see, all right, property selling around here for 500,000, same like mine, same lot, same amount of bedroom. So why am I selling mine for 300,000? You see what I'm coming from? This thing happen every day, guys. What I'm telling you here right now is really valuable information. If you want to buy, if you want to sell, because it's happening. So now your property that value 500,000, they're gonna try to sell it. Tell you you only could get 300,000 for it. So you lose 200,000. So without the knowledge of an understanding of what's going on, you see how you can get beat in the head constantly. This is why I'm keep saying, set your foundation solid. Make sure whatever you're doing, if you're building something, make sure you do it right so it grow right. That in the long run you ain't gotta worry because you know you did what you're supposed to do in the first place. Okay, right? Exactly. Do your research. He got me going to work on my business plan for my business the next 3 days above. That's what I'm here for, to encourage people. That's all I try to do. Encourage people and share what little information I can share to help. Because I know a lot of people making these mistakes every day. I know it because people approach me like that already. But because I understand things, they couldn't come with me. I shut them out. And when you shut them out, then they start realizing, oh, oh damn, this is not the one. I got to come correct here. But when you put them like you walking for them, when they walking for you, that's where you messing up. You switching position. You the boss, not them. You don't want you the boss. They're working for you. You gotta know this thing. Take my laptop. Yes, you cannot switch your position. That's why, this is why I always say to anything, if you're trying to get into a business, learn the business. Make sure you learn the business you're trying to get into. Have some knowledge about the business. So when you're doing things, you have ideas. You cannot be dumb to a business you're getting into because you will always get beat in the head. Because once they understand you don't know, all here what I'm gonna tell you, it's just business. It's nothing personal. And you can't blame them. How could you blame them? You know, let's say sometimes you gotta pay for your food. Remember that. I just wanted to see how you all act in class and all you all put it David. What's up, David? What's going on? I really need to do it. I have put it off, but I'm making time to the thank you. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad I'm able to give that push, that courage. Thank you. Yes, business, it can be like common sense, but you gotta be in it. And once you in it, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna learn. You always open up yourself to learn. Stop trying to make yourself feel like you know too much. You never stop learning. You never know enough. You learn something every day. So don't close the door, always open to learning. Business is something that's very serious. And if you don't know what you're doing, you will be hearing a certain word very often. It's just business. It's nothing personal. Yes, you will be hearing that word very often. It's just business. It's nothing personal. And of course, my brother, what's up, David? What's going on, man? Thank you for being here, man. Thank each and every one of you for being here today. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. To even listening to what I'm saying, I truly appreciate that. But I always try to encourage people and try to give them that thought of setting whatever you're doing, do it right. Set your foundation. The foundation should be always solid. You're building a house, the foundation supposed to be solid. Because if it ain't solid and rain come, it's gonna wash away your house. It's the same thing with business. It's the same thing with your life itself. Whatever you choose, make sure it's solid. And you're doing a business, try to learn about your business. Because people wouldn't think to beat you in the head. I'm telling you. Like for instance, I know people who have business, right? They have business, construction business where they build homes. But the problem is they don't know the business. They have the ability to own the business, but they don't know the business. So now they got to depend on someone to run the job for them because they don't know how to read the blueprint. They don't have an idea. And the crazy thing, they're not learning. That's what I do understand. They're not learning anything. For all these years I know them for, I don't understand how you still cannot run your own job. You still cannot read a blueprint because he never apply himself. So now if the guy decide, okay, I'm not working for you again, I'm going to start my own business now, then what happened to you? You see where I'm coming from? No, you got to go and look for another person. And these days it's hard to find trustworthy people. So you got to go and look for another person now to fit this person's place. You see what I'm saying? When you doing something, always try to improve yourself, just for yourself, not for anyone, for you. If you want a job working for someone, whether they like you or not, your job is for you to get better, not for them, just for you. For you to get better. The better you get is the better for you. Because one day you could decide, okay, I have enough of you now. I'm going to start my job. Because now you reach to a place where you can do the job without someone have to be there to basically show you. So if you are workers and your worker calling today and tell you, well, I can't come today. You know what I mean? Maybe you have an emergency and he cannot come. You could fit and pull that string for your business. Don't set up your business that if a person cannot come, your business shut down. I wonder if you got what I'm saying. Setting up your business, you got to learn about your business. Even at the beginning, you don't know much. While you're doing it, you should learn. You should put yourself in place that you can learn and become better and learn about your business. So no one wouldn't be able to be in your head and tell you it's just business is nothing personal. This is a word you hear from business people. Business people love to use this word. It is It's just business. It's nothing personal. Don't take it personal. It's not my problem that you didn't do your homework and your research. That's not my problem. So it ain't personal. It's business. You should have do your research. You should learn. You cannot just put your business in people's hands and you're not studying at the same time. So all this ties into whatever you're doing, always try to set a solid foundation. And you always got to, all right, thank you guys. You always got to apply yourself. You see, most of the time, when we go on people job, we don't realize we just there for the money. Oh, I'm just here because I need the money to pay my bills. Which that's true. But what about you elevating yourself with that job? You should go for more than just being there just to get some money for pay a bill. You value more than that. You're just there slaving for 8 hours just to get some. That's all you need out of that job. You're not trying to learn something that one day you could say, okay, I'm gonna go do this myself and make my own money. So a lot of times as we hold back ourselves because of our mindset. And like I said, there's a lot of energy sometimes that that make we don't think properly, that make we don't think right. That's why we gotta be in control. We have the ability to be in control, not allowing them to take us over So much truth. Thank you, Gina versus Gina. Thank you. You have to be in control of whatever you're doing. You go on a job, listen to me. There's many skills. I mean, I taught this before. There's many skills I get the opportunity to learn. Many different skills. I'm telling you, it's so much things I can do. So much different things I can do. Because I never limit myself. I always try to apply myself. I never go on a job looking at the money. I never go on a job looking at the, oh, I'm just here to pay the bills. I never do that. I value myself more than that. You got to value yourself. Why you just valuing yourself? Only to go and work for 8 hours just to pay some bills. I mean, you got to value yourself more. You should be able to get more out of that. So because you, with your mindset, only looking at it as, man, I'm just here for the money. You're not learning nothing. You ain't learning nothing. You're not getting no promotion because you're not doing, and you want to know why you. I'm here for 10 years now, and this supposed to come here 3 years, and now they become the supervisor, and I'm here 10 years. You know why? You should know why. Because the other person come and show interest. The other person come and show interest. So they get promoted and you still stuck there because why? You come there with the post, the intention of, oh, I'm just here for the money. I don't care. You see? So with me, when I was on other jobs, in times, I start out as a mason where you do a lot of mason, concrete work, brick work, this kind of work I start out with. But what happens is you building houses, and then when all the brickwork done, you basically gonna get laid off because there's no brickwork, with the company. There's no brickwork, so you gotta get laid off because there's no brickwork left. It's carpenter work now to do the roof and to start framing inside. You know what I do? I start applying myself to be a carpenter. You see what I'm saying? I apply myself now to be a carpenter. So now, when the mason work done, they move me to carpentry. Because now I apply myself and become a carpenter. Then after that, when you move from carpentry, you inside now where you start doing drywall. I apply myself to doing drywall. So now I'm doing drywall. So after the mason work, we move to the car. So I'm not going home no more. That's finished. I'm working until the project finish now. So after the mason work, we move to carpentry. We move to indoors where we start doing drywall. Well, the electrical come first before the drywall. I'm just telling you the stages that I take. Doing plumbing, I applied plumbing, I was able to do plumbing. So all these trade I learned within one company because I did not limit myself. You got to remember, this is about you. If you want a job, you're not just there for the money. Stop going with that mentality. You're not just there for the money. You're there to learn also. And after you learn, you can move on to your own business. Because now you master this business now. You become a man, you master the work. Now you could move on. You could go and do your test, get your business license or whatever. Now you become your own business owner. Because you did not limit yourself. So I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. I'm trying to tie everything in. You know, I hope I'm saying it right. That you guys, well, I'm sure you guys are intelligent. You guys are intelligent people, so I'm sure I ain't got to ask this question. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I know you guys know. No limits, definitely, definitely. Learn what you can while you can. Definitely. That's how you do it. Never limit yourself. Never go there, meaning thinking I'm only here for the money. So, okay, if you're only there for the money, yes, okay, all right, thank you, thank you. Okay, all right, that's good. I know you guys are intelligent people, so I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes. So, if you're just there for the money, you only there for the money, right? You ain't learn nothing. You only there for the money just to pay the bills. That's all you there for. The money just to pay the bills. That's all. So what if the boss man decide, okay, I don't need you no more. You see what I'm saying? What if the boss man say, I don't need you no more? Thank you very much for the time. I don't need you no more. Then what? You see? Now you gotta go scramble for a low-end job again because you have to pay these bills. When, if you did do right, if you did set your foundation solid, when the boss tell you, oh, I don't need you no more, you might have just smile. You might have said, all right, thank you very much for your time, and you move and go do what you got to do. No, you say, all right, thank you, I appreciate the time. I'm going to start my own business now. You see? So sometimes we hinder ourselves and we believe it's people doing it to us. Sometimes we the one who doing it to ourselves. And this is the honest truth. How can you go on a job only not to learn anything, only to pay the bills? Yes, everybody go to the job to pay their bills and whatever, but that cannot be the way you're thinking. We all know that yes, we got to go to the job to pay our bills, but we want more than that. Maybe we want to do this business one day for ourselves. Or maybe if we learn, we could teach somebody. Maybe you could teach your son. Maybe you could teach your daughter what you learn. Why you want to limit yourself and then the boss fire you and you leave in the job the same way you went to the job with knowing nothing, just what they tell you to do every day. We got to more than that. We got to value ourselves. We got to value ourselves. We got to apply ourselves to become great. We settle for less too much of time. Thank you, guys. We settle for less too much of time. No in the time for the blaming game no more. We got to apply ourselves now. We want better, we apply ourselves. We want more, we apply ourselves. But always do it right. Always do it where you begin, it's done right. Like I always say in your garden, Prepare your soil right. If you're trying to plant food for long term, prepare your soil right so it can last for a long term. Anything you do, try to do it with the best of your ability. It's not for no one, it's for you, yourself. To know that you're doing something and it comes out so beautiful. Proud of yourself. Give yourself a tap on your shoulder because you did it right. You did it correct. You feel good about yourself. I know, I know, I worked places before on buildings and there's helpers on the job and you're gonna ask because you see them there and you want them to learn something. You want them to learn something. So what you're gonna say, you're gonna bring them and you're gonna say, all right, come cut this wood for me, cut this piece of wood for me. And most of them will tell you, no, I'm not cutting it because that's your job. My job is to bring the wood for you. Your job is to cut it, and I'm not getting paid to cut the job. What kind of ignorance is that? When I hear them say these things, I just turn around and just, I turn around and I say, my goodness. Because I'm trying to help you. And you can't see. I'm trying to help you. You only seeing I'm telling you to cut a piece of wood. You see what I'm saying? So it's we mess with ourselves a lot of time. Once you understand walking to live versus living to walk, you will understand the importance of obtaining and retaining on all the job knowledge for food. Wonderful. Well done. Well said. Wonderful. Well, yeah, well said. Yes. That is true. Thank you for mentioning, for saying that. You should always be walking towards gaining knowledge so that you can grow rather you work for someone else or yourself. Definitely. You guys hitting some serious point. Well said, for real. Thank you guys for that. Is you should always try to elevate, always try to get better. A lot of people on jobs working for 15 years, 20 years, and yes, sometimes the boss man them have their favorites. So yes, sometimes they do bypass you for others. But you know what I learned? What I've learned, don't let that bother you. If you walk in somewhere and you see your boss, they know you know the job. They know you could do the job. They know you qualify. They know everything about that you're the right person for the job, and they try to skip you. Don't even get mad. This happened several times in my life, and I never get mad about it. Never get mad. And it boiled down where they have to come right back to me. And this started happening to me in school, since in school. Okay, let me mention what happened in school because it all ties in. I was in school and I love football so much. Soccer, that's soccer, not football to you guys. You guys call the one with the one football. The one we kick with the foot, we call that soccer. Hey, Papa Farm, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here. And I know the game, and I love the game. I never miss any practice. I'm every Everywhere I'm there, practicing, and in every game we go to, they leave me on the sideline. The coach will not allow me to play, whether they're losing or not. He will not allow me to play. And I decide, you know what? It's all right. I'm just not gonna go anymore. I'm just not gonna practice anymore. I'm just I'm just gonna leave them because I see he really don't want to give me no game. And I quit and I stopped. So I just go in school. I'm not focusing on the game anymore. And one day I'm sitting. I was doing some school work and he come and tap me on my shoulder. So when I look around, I see Z and he say, "What's up?" Say I did. Then he say, You wanna play soccer?" I said, "Man, I always want to play soccer, but somehow or the other, I'm not good enough for you." So I just decided I focus on my schoolwork and you do your thing. He said, "No, I'm serious. You want to play?" Let me say, "Yes, I want to play." And just so I end up back on the team, we come in second that year, which all the rest year, there wasn't, there was basically coming in last place. That year, they come in second. Now I become the guy now. The same guy you didn't want to play, you come now and have to. No, I'm bringing the school, I'm bringing the name of the school to be recognized now. Now people start knowing about our school because of me helping and always going. So that was just a part. Sometimes you don't argue with people, you just let the energy work for itself. I remember again, after this one, I'm going to end with about me. I was walking with the same company I'm talking about. And this guy telling the boss man, "Man, this guy don't know what he doing. Because he feel threatened by me." And you know what's crazy? Every evening that person jumping in my vehicle, in the front seat, in the front seat, every evening, and telling the boss man, "I don't know what I'm doing." And the boss man tell me one day, he said, "Don't give that boy no right." He said, "They take the boss. Don't give him no right. Let him take the boss." And after that said and done, who you think end up being the foreman on the job? I become the foreman on the job. So why I said that, sometimes you gotta just let your work speak for itself. Don't get mad, because when you get mad, the madness gonna affect your ability to do your job the correct way. So now you messing up yourself from getting that promotion. You see what I'm saying? You just keep you just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Do not focus on they do not want to promote you. Just do what you're doing. If you feel you're not getting the promotion, you just focus on what you're doing and just get better. And one day you might just get the promotion, or one day you could say, "You know what? It's time for me to go and do my own thing now." So don't use hatred. Don't let that energy of hatred defeat you, because it could defeat you. Don't pay no attention. Don't pay no attention. Don't put too much energy in that. It is what it is. They bypass you many times. They come right back to you, because I've seen it so many times. I've seen it so many times. So yes, guys, always try to build a solid foundation in whatever you're doing. Always try to get better at whatever you're doing. Always apply yourself. If there's room for you to learn, if there's skill for you to learn, always apply yourself to learn more. Never settle for one skill. When you master one, you move on to the other. And sometimes they say, they have a saying, jack of all trade, master of none. To me, that's BS right there to me. You could master more than one skill. I'm a living testimony of that. You could master more than one skill. So when people tell you, oh, jack of all trades, meaning you could do so many skills but you in master none. That's not true. It depends on you. It depends on how far you want to go with that skill. It depends on the limit. You decide, all right, I have my limit. I think I know enough. Because I'm going to tell you something. In every job, there's always something called finishing. The finishing work. In every job. It doesn't matter if it's business. It doesn't matter if it's construction. It doesn't matter where you work. There's always something. Yes. There's always something called finishing. A lot of people, yes, a lot of people, when someone look at the construction for me, a lot of people could do the rough work in construction. But when you talk about finishing, they cannot do finishing. And if you cannot do finishing, you're not going to get paid when come on construction. If you're doing a job and you cannot do finishing, you're not going to get paid. But the finishing work is what got to be correct. You could mess up in the other work, but once you're talking about finishing, you got to do correct, or you would not get paid. So a lot of people cannot do the finishing, but they can do the rough work. So people like that, you could say, master many, jack of all trade, master none. But once you could master them and bring them to that finishing mark, that finishing touch where everything done right, where everything look good, everybody happy, everybody pleased with the job, you master that job. Because you do a job where there's no complaint, everybody happy, everybody pleased. The same with paperwork. Paperwork's got it done right. The finishing have to done correct. So once you're able to finish and everybody pleased, the job come out decent, you could consider as yourself as you know what you're doing. Yeah, you could consider yourself as you know what you're doing. Yeah, so don't ever limit yourself, guys. Period. Don't limit yourself. You have the ability to learn. You have the ability to achieve. It's just up to us to apply ourselves and do what it takes to get us there. So always make sure it doesn't matter what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, always make sure there's a solid foundation to it because it will collapse. It will fall apart. I'm telling you. I'm going to plant me some sugar cane. Yes, you should, man. You should plant some sugar cane. I have some growing. I have some already start. Mine start pushing leaf already. So you should. Yes. Yes, guys. So I hope this live was interesting. I hope this live means something because I always try to come with something to uplift people, something to, because you know, a lot of times in these places, and uh, we need to hear something. We need to hear something that can basically shake us up. Yes, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, sometimes we just need a little shake up sometimes. Because you know what? A lot of people have a lot of ideas too and just never come around the right people that they feel like they could basically conversate with and talk about their ideas. A lot of people really don't, you know what I mean? And these ideas go to sleep. These ideas go to graves. A lot of people go to the grave with brilliant ideas. So sometimes these conversation could help bring other people out and able to, instead of take the ideas to their grave, they can share it and make it become life. You know? Yes, sugarcane, share the progress with that as you go. Yes, I have sugarcane growing right now. Yeah, I have sugarcane growing right now. Well, I have them and they put them in dirt and then take them out and put them in water. And I think they're growing pretty fast in the water. Yes, I'm trying to grow my sugarcane as well. So, yes, guys. So, you know, I'm a gardener, but my channel is about gardening. Most of it is about gardening because I do love gardening and I take gardening very serious. Honestly, I take gardening very, very serious. I take the food that I put in my stomach very serious. I watch what I eat. I don't eat any and everything. I try to eat only what I grow. And I think it's working for me. I really do. I think it's really working for me. I don't know it working for other people, but I think it working good for me because I grow very healthy plant. I do not use no form of chemical, period. Everything grows natural and works for me. It make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I can bend, I can run, I can do push up, I can touch my toes. You see, so I think it's working for me. I don't eat meat, I don't eat salt, I don't eat sugar, I don't deal with sugar. I'm more use like the fruits, the sweetness from a fruit. I grow a plant named sweet stevia. I don't know if you guys familiar with sweet stevia, but sweet stevia, the leaf, well, if you taste the leaf, it tastes like sugar, very, very sweet. If I need a little sweetener in my tea, I might use that. But I do not use sugar, salt. I don't drink milk. Only if I make my own coconut milk Or if I make my own, we call it again. There's a milk that I make again. I use the nut and make milk from it. Okay. Look out. Okay. Okay. Oh, you grow sweets. Yes, yes, yes. I love the plant just because you could just pick the leaf and put it in the tea. And if you need a little sweet, you can get it. Other than that, I don't deal with sugar. I don't deal with, yes, almond. Yes, 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 Jordy. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I use. I make my milk. So I don't use dairy. I don't use dairy, period. No meat, no salt, no sugar. So when people tell you, when people tell you that salt and you need salt and you need this and listen, maybe you do. But I'm not using salt for 9 years now. I'm not eating meat for 15 years now. I ain't using sugar for about 6 years now. And to me, I'm okay. Hey, Urban Garden, how you doing? Thank you for being here. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell people what to eat, because everybody body operate different. I'm only gonna share with you what I eat and what I do eat. I enjoy eating what I grow. I enjoy that. I think the taste of it is way better than anything you could ever, you know what I'm talking about. The taste, the smell is just amazing. You know, you it was hard for me to eat tomatoes years ago, just like that. I had us to, it gotta be with something. No, I eat tomato, okra. I walk in my garden, I eat tomatoes, I'll eat okra. I just eat stuff that you believe that you gotta cook. Sometimes you could eat. You know what, too? I don't know if you guys ever look at it this way, right? Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever look at it this way. But when you grow your own food, right? When you grow your own food, it just feel different. It just look different. It just smell different. It just everything about it is different. Everything about it is different. Then when you with me guys, 90% of the food I eat, or 95% of the food I eat is I grow it myself. I grow them myself. So sometimes when a pastor tell you you got to eat meat because you need protein, you need the protein from the meat. There's vegetables that give you that same protein that your body needs. You ain't got to eat I don't think you got to eat an animal to get that protein. I don't care what they want to say, oh, it's different. Well, yeah, it's different, but at the same time, it's protein. There's vegetables I believe can give you that same protein that your body needs. When you especially you getting older, guys, you getting older, and we gotta watch what we eat because we want when we get up, we ain't gotta get up and wait 3 to 5 minutes before we continue get up because our back is hurting us, our knee is hurting us, our hip is hurting us, our neck is hurting us. You see what I'm saying? We want to get up, we just get up without got to worry about back pain, knee pain, hip, and shoulder. To me, I'm not saying this is for everybody. To me, I believe it have to do with the food. A lot of stuff have to do with the food. I truly believe it. Your food is your medicine. The food that you eat should be your medicine. Oh, your hips up? Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. And that's what I'm talking about. We getting older. We're not trying when we get older that we got to lay down in bed because we can't get out because we have back situation and hip situation and neck situation. We basically want to just get up and move. Yes, so it's all about, to me, I'm not telling you guys there's no food to me, okay? Because when I look at it, when I look at it, the way I eat and the way I feel, that's why I said that. You see, the way how I eat, the way how I feel, make me say a lot of things sometimes. And when we talk about eating meat, I believe meat stay up in your stomach for too long. I truly believe that. I think it stay up in you too long. I think by that time, for all them time it's up in there, I believe it can cause situation. I eat a lot of meat in my young days growing up. I used to eat meat, but it had also come to a point where I say, I didn't wait till it's too late. I just decide, man, you eat enough meat already, man. You ain't going to eat no more meat. You eat enough meat. And over the years, you realize your body ain't feeling any different. You see? Your body ain't feeling any different from when you was 20, 25. You feel energetic. You feel you could run just like when you was 20 years old. You could bend just like. So to me, I'm not telling you guys that. I'm just saying, to me, I think it have a lot to do with a lot of the food. A lot of the food clog our arteries. Sometimes we eat too much of the same food, and too much of one thing is never good for our system. We what I do, I want to tell you what I do, guys. I'm not telling you how to eat and what to eat, but I'm going to tell you how I do it. Like for instance, I eat in segment. All right, thank you, Gina versus Gina. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I eat in segment. I do not eat the same thing over and over and over and over and over. What I do, I eat and then I take a break from it and move to something else. So if I eat potato this week, so for instance, I tell myself I eat a lot of potato this week. I'm not gonna eat any more potato maybe for the next month or so. I'm gonna more go to vegetables. You see? So now I come back from eating a lot of starch to eating vegetables. So now I'm gonna be eating squash, eggplant. Hey Jim Mama, how you doing? Thank you for being here. right? So now I'm gonna be eating squash, eggplant, cabbage, these kind of vegetables because I now eat a bunch of starch. So I allow my body to break down instead of keep feeding myself with the same thing over and over. I eat something, I'm not eating it for the following month. I'm gonna feed myself with a lot of vegetables. So that's gonna help clean out my system. So all the starch I now eat. You see, what has happened to guys? I'm not a professional. This is my disclaimer. I'm not giving professional advice. Anyone need professional advice will have to speak to a professional. I'm just talking how you know what I'm saying? So I have to put in my disclaimer. All right. I do not eat the same thing for too long. I allow my body, if I eat certain things, I'm not eating it for another month. I'm going to allow vegetables to cleanse out my system within that time. So I'm going to be feeding myself with different type of vegetables and not the same vegetables. Different type of vegetables. You see what I'm saying? So now I move from potato. I'm going to go and start eating some edibles now. Or edibles have fibers, which is good as well for me. Or the fibers help clean out your system as well. So I'm gonna be feeding myself with some edibles for a period of time. Then I'm gonna stop with the edibles, fall back to eating different type of vegetables. So I'm basically allowing my body to cleanse itself. I'm not trying to have too much of the same thing up in my body. Like for instance, if I eat in a meal, it cannot be too much starch. If it has starch, I have to have some vegetables to break down that starch. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just stuff because trust me, I don't think too much starch is the best thing to do. You got it. I'm not saying you can eat starch, but I don't think too much is the right thing to do. Because a lot of food we eat, help clogs up arteries. And then we're not doing nothing to clean the arteries. So now we start to get blockage. And this is when we now getting old, we start getting older, and now we can't walk out the way we used to. We can't. So it's become more difficult for us now. So I think do it while you can. I think we should do it while we can. Don't wait until things start happening. What's goes? Hello, Jim Mama, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Okay, Oba. I have seen all your videos. I put thumbs up. Okay. All right, David. Oba, I've seen all your videos. Now, some of these people in see the feet. Well, that is crazy. If you ain't see your feet, if you can't see your feet, you got to start thinking that you need to do something for real. Once you can see your feet, you know you need to start doing something. Eating differently also allow time for the plants to recover. All right, all right. That's right, Jimama. Yes, so this is how I do it, guys. Not telling you how to eat your food. Who am I to do that? I'm just telling you what I'm doing and it working for me. It really working for me. I do not eat too much of the same thing. If I find I eat too much starch this week, I'm not going back the following week eating starch. I'm going to some vegetables now to help get rid of that, water. Because I don't know, I don't know if you guys see how starch could come. Too much starch, I believe too much starch can clog arteries. That's my belief. I'm not saying that's my belief, that's my opinion. So, from my own common sense, it tells me how to eat. Not from what someone told me, it's from my common sense. It tells me what makes sense to eat and how you should eat to help cleanse your body. Yes, food that you can eat, vegetable that can cleanse your body. I will not pack myself up with too much starch, too much fiber, too much of nothing. I don't know if you ever put your, I don't know if you ever put too much stuff in a blender or in a meal or something. Do you ever put too much things inside of it and see how it operates? You don't cut it up right because too much is inside of it. I believe it's the same our body operates. When it have too much. And the next thing again, I'm going to talk a little about herbs. Herbs, I believe, supposed to use as dosage. We're supposed to know the amount of herbs, the amount of certain herbs we're supposed to use. We cannot overdo it with the herbs because at the end of the day, we got to remember is our body we're dealing with. So we cannot do too much. With me, if I'm using herbs, what I do, I use it for a week and I stop using it, I start drinking hot water. So I give it time, not just constantly, constantly. Hello, Solar Diva Home and Garden, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, guys, so I try to live a sort of lifestyle, simple, natural, try not to eat too much of different things that I really don't need. I don't get caught up with the looks of the food. You see the looks of the food and you feel like you could eat it. I don't get caught up with that either. I just stick to my cooking a certain way and eating your food a certain way. And then the next thing again, we growing we growing our salad. We growing our own salad, and then what we do, we add all kind of stuff on top of the salad. We call it Jesse. You see what I'm saying? We grow our salad, but then we go to the store and we buy something called dressing and put it on top of it to give it a certain taste. I will eat my salad just like that. I eat my vegetables just like that. I don't need no salad. I don't need nothing, no dressing, nothing. I think you get more benefit from your food like that. I try to get the most out of my plant. That's why I put so much time and effort in growing food because I want the most out of it. I want if I break a head of it, it must be able to give me some nutrition. I don't just want to eat a head of lettuce because it's here for me to eat. I want to feel like I'm eating something. So it's all ties in. Your garden, what you eat, your daily life, your business, whatever you're trying to do, always make sure you set a solid foundation to make that whatever you're doing grow and become something strong. Don't build your house on sandy ground. Always build your house on rock, solid ground. Same with your business, same thing with your life. Hello, the moon. What's up? What's going on? Your daily life, you surround yourself with people who could uplift you, people who could help you grow. I don't know if you notice, I don't know if you notice, guys, you don't see rich people with poor people like that. When I say poor people, they ain't no poor people, but the mind. People is people. Some people just fortunate than some, but I ain't see nobody as poor. Okay? But the mind, you know what they do? They look for people with the same mindset like them to help them grow and develop. So when they sit down, they're having a business conversation. The conversation is how we gonna get better in what we're doing. How we gonna invest more. You see their conversation? That's the conversation. You want people who could help you develop in whatever business, whatever you're trying to do. Grow solid. So just make sure, guys, think positive, motivate yourself, never limit yourself, always try to achieve, always try to let the positive thoughts overpower the negative. Always try to help others. Because I'll tell you something, sometimes and sometimes, you know what I do sometimes? Sometimes I do things in silence. There's a lot of things I do in silence. I never talk about it, never mention it. Just do it in silence. Like you may do something for someone, just do it in silence. Don't mention it, just do it. Because sometimes, sometimes, I don't know if you guys ever see that, man, but sometimes I think it worked pretty good. I think it worked pretty good. Sometimes doing stuff in silence. I think it worked pretty good. You guys might try. I'm sure you guys doing it, but who never do it should definitely try sometimes. I think it works. It really works. It really works because it come sometimes it come back in ways that you didn't even expect, man. It come back in ways that you didn't expect. Okay? So yes, guys, thank you guys for coming out today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming out today. I hope you guys enjoy this live. I hope this live able to motivate someone. I hope it able to make somebody. Hey, hi, Chipper, Cheat, Fireman Defense, how you doing? Thank you for coming by, but I'm now going and end the live. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you, Gina versus Gina. Thank you, everyone, for stepping by today. I hope this live could motivate someone. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Stay positive, be positive, and always strive for the best. All right? So thank you guys. Have a blessed and wonderful weekend. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much.